Quad, a multilateral combine of four strong powers across the world, is now rising to the bullying and expansionism of China. In a major ministerial meeting held recently in Japanese capital Tokyo, the USA, Japan, Australia and India acknowledged that countering China's devious tricks of gaining an unethical control over territories in Indo-Pacific was the key issue needed to be addressed today. This comes as a major takeaway as the grouping, which has the calibre of denying China all immoral gains, has so far exercised restraint and has kept its reputation limited to symbolism.
The United States, India, Japan and Australia have taken up a new task. They all have braced themselves to show China its real place. In a multilateral meeting held recently in Tokyo, the foreign ministers of all four countries decided to not only impede Chinese expansionism, but to also counter its exploitative designs that had lately held smaller countries in the region hostage to its plans. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said it was more critical now than ever for the regional allies in Indo-Pacific to collaborate against what he called Chinese Communist Party's exploitation, coercion and corruption.
As partners in this Quad, it is more critical now than ever that we collaborate to protect our people and partners from the CCP's exploitation, corruption and coercion.
While Washington has been looking to build support among Asian allies against Beijing, analysts have said China's neighbors want to avoid a direct confrontation because of economic ties. Under such situation, it was incumbent upon powerful nations to rein in Chinese aggression. Quad appears more stable, powerful and prepared grouping in such times. This growing assertiveness of these nations has already spooked China, and it has denounced the grouping stance as an attempt to contain its development. However, the Quad, which is a more credible grouping than China on any given day, says that it had a positive agenda and wanted to see a rule-based order in the region.
This important step in the continuing evolution of the Quad signals our steadfast commitment to working together to promote an open, inclusive and resilient Indo-Pacific. The Quad has a positive agenda. It's a diplomatic network that assists us as democracies to align ourselves in support of shared interests. We believe in a region governed by rules, not power.
It is not just the Quad which China is facing resistance and a challenge from. In Indo-Pacific region alone, Beijing is at loggerheads with as many as 17 countries. While it has been claiming waters of 10 nations, it has made illegal territorial claims against 7 sovereign states. However, it has been called out and challenged by even smaller nations like Vietnam. The country's PLA has even suffered successive setbacks at Indian border, with Indian Army handing it defeat at multiple strategic points in past couple of months. The Quad aims to ensure rule-based, free and open international border.
我々4カ国は民主主義、法の支配、自由経済といった基本的な価値観を共有し、地域において責任を有するパートナーとして、ルールに基づく自由で開かれた国際秩序を強化していくという目的を 共有しています。この目標に向けて大きな役割を果たすのが自由で開かれたインド太平洋構想であります。
While on one side China is accused by countries around the world of human rights violations inside its own territory, on other, they all have made observations about its growing expansionism across the world. A group of 39 countries led by Germany recently condemned China for its atrocities in the country's northwestern Xinjiang. While China has failed in convincing others that the coronavirus wasn't manufactured in labs, its nefarious plots have further deepened the mistrust among the international community.